Welcome back to another episode of Raw Talk where we give 0 F's over here. I know y'all need to do me a solid. Smash that like on that way in, man. Today we're going to be talking about no other than the piece of human garbage, the scum of the earth, the stuff you pick from the bottom of your shoes, cow manure, dog poop that's stuck on the bottom of your shoe. Wade Wilson. If you don't know who Wade Wilson is, Wade Wilson tragically unalived 2 women a few years back and was sentenced to die by the state of Florida. Now, before we start and we get into Wade and what's going on with Mr. Wade, because we do have a major update on Wade, I do want to say my condolences to the victims' families. The reason we keep our foot on Wade's neck is for y'all. We do it for y'all. Justice. And it won't stop. As long as that piece of human garbage is walking along us, we will continue to apply pressure. Now, we do have a major update. Candy Wilson, aka Wade's foster mom, sent a text message. Via text message, she said that Wade got moved in the middle of the night because he overdosed. They had to wake him up with Narcan. To which they told Wade to mysteriously pack it up and transferred him to Swanee for 3 to 4 months because Wade says that somebody tried to take him out. They put it in his food. They put the fent in Wade's food. Now, this is verbatim from, again, Candy Wilson, who is hearing it from Wade. But Pino's here to tell you the truth about what really happened, because that's not how it happened. And when are we going to take up, since when are we going to take a manipulative, narcissistic, lying son of a bitch's word for it? I'm sorry, Candy, but I'm here to tell you what really happened. Really happened is Wade got his hands on as much drugs as he can. As much as he can. Now, I don't know if it was the guy 3 cells down on death row with cancer. I don't know if it was the guy 4 cells down who talks to walls. But I know Wade saved up a certain amount of medication. Yes, I said it in Spanish, medication. And he took it all at once. Now, I don't know Wade's thoughts. I personally believe Wade is too narcissistic to take himself out, and I just think he was just trying to get high like his old ways. I think he was going back to his junkie ways and trying to get high on death row to escape reality. And what happened is, yes, he probably did overdose. 110%. Did somebody poison him? Hell no. Ain't nobody poison you, bruh. You know you was up to a junkie stunt. You were trying to get high. You took too much. You fell out. They had to wake you up. To which they said, this guy's on death row. He's suicidal. At that point, they told Mr. Wade to pack it up. Not because he's under investigation from somebody trying to take him out by, quote unquote, Wade's words, putting something in his food to make him OD. No. They transferred him because he is a psychiatric risk to himself. He tried to take himself out with somebody else's prescription or whatever he got. And I don't know, again, I don't know, like I said before, I don't know if it was batteries. I don't know if it's somebody else's prescription. I know he swallowed something, tried to take himself out, and got sent to the TCU unit. Now, he told Candy that he'll be at Swanee for 3 to 4 months while the investigation goes on. No, that's not what's going on. You will be in the TCU unit for 3 to 4 months. And the only reason, here's the kicker, because everybody knows Wade Wilson was on disciplinary confinement. And everybody knows that on disciplinary confinement, you can't use the phone. But according to Candy, Wade can use the phone 3 times a week. Let's think about that. I was an orderly in the TCU unit. Everybody behind those doors gets to use the phone 3 days a week. There's no such thing as disciplinary confinement in the TCU unit. All your privileges are restored. You get 3 phone calls a week. You get 3 showers. He's still on lockdown. He's still behind the door by himself. But he has privileges now. He can order canteen off of a canteen sheet 1 time a week. The phone gets rolled around from cell to cell 3 times a week. He comes out for a shower 3 times a week. He gets to watch a TV inside of a multi-purpose room 1 hour a day. These are the things that he gets to do when he works himself from tier 1, tier 2 to tier 3 on the psychiatric unit. And yes, you're under 24/7 surveillance now, Wade, so you don't overdose again, so you don't try to take somebody else's prescription again. So you can miss us with spinning us with the whole lie about, somebody tried to take me out and, it's all under investigation, so they moved me way up to Swanee. They'll bring me back in a few months. No. Pino's here to tell you what really happened. What really happened. Wade, you did it to yourself. You found yourself in a psychiatric unit for the next 3 to 4 months behind the door. And honestly, it's beneficial for your narcissistic, manipulative ass, because now you get to use the phone. You weren't using the phone before because you were on disciplinary confinement, which you will go back to disciplinary confinement after you transition through the TCU unit. You're going to transition through the psychiatric unit. And again, for those that don't know what TCU is, it's a transitional care unit. And basically you work yourself down from tiers where you're monitored 24/7. They have nurses 24/7. They have doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists. They have the whole 9 yards, 24/7 access. Wade will be pulled out of his cell at least 3 to 4 times a week to talk to a doctor, to see how he's feeling. Because everybody knows, Wade, you're an attention whore. You want attention. That's what it is. So this is a vacation for Wade. This is a vacation. But fear not. Fear not. Wade, you will be moved back to Union Correctional Institution with the rest of the death row population. You will be sitting there with the rest of the death row population 3 months from now. This is just like the bull crap you were feeding Papa Steve. And again, like I said on my last video, I wasn't trying to call Papa Steve a liar. I'm just telling him he's being misfed information. And as to Wade's foster mom, I'm telling you what really happened. What really happened. Wade is an attention whore. We know this. We know that any attention Wade can get, he's gonna get it. And we do know that before this happened, this stunt that he pulled, he was sitting on lockdown 24/7, disciplinary confinement. You can't have any leisure books, only religious material, paper, pen, flex pen at that, not a real pen, flex pen. One of those pens that you could bend in half. And that's it. You don't get any books, you don't get any canteen, you don't get anything to pass your time, you don't get any phone calls. And we know that's what was going on. So 9 times out of 10, you paid somebody in the unit for some type of dope. You paid somebody and you took it all at once. Union seen it. Union said, this guy tried to take himself out. He's a death row inmate. We have to send him to a psychiatric unit at the Swanee Correction Institution immediately. And that's where you are. But again, like I said, fear not. You will be back to your misery soon, because you will have to finish your disciplinary confinement time. When you get back to Swanee, you're not going back to canteen and phone privileges. You're going back to your privilege restrictions. The restrictions you had set due to your prior DRs. That's what you're going back to. That doesn't just go away. Your pending CM review, that doesn't just go away. But you can miss us with the lies about, you told Papa Steve you were moved because you were pending CM. You told Candy Wilson that somebody tried to put something in your food and that's why they moved you there for an investigation. I'm here to tell you what really happened, and we'll have the paperwork. We will have the DRs. They are on the way. They are being requested. The incident reports, the whole nine. You know, because honestly, because let's say we were to believe Wade and somebody tried to take Wade out. Where are they at so I can send them a Cash App or a Zelle? Where are they at? Because we can't get it done any sooner. My boy, nobody wants you here. But anyways, that was another episode of Raw Talk. Listen, if y'all not subscribed to the membership only, down below we'll be pinning the link for the membership only. Make sure you subscribe. We have interviews on there that have never been seen. We have content on there that we only leave up for a day, and we say, you know what? Let the members have it. Don't first come, first serve. We have content that's never before seen. Before we upload it, we put it to members only. So you see it first. So make sure y'all subscribe and do that, man. Smash that like on your way out of here. Foot on necks. Way to kiss.